All right, we're live.
Hi. No Wi-Fi sucks. Maybe here.
So we're here in Dubuque,
Me,
Iowa.
Root Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting here in 2 seconds.
Eating Pizza Hut pizza, which is actually pretty good, believe it or not. Thin crust. Mm-hmm. They were really nice to us. They sold us a gigantic cookie. We had no idea what we were getting into. Anyway, Tynan's pouring some root beer now. We had an idea for spring break that we would take a journey to Iowa to visit our ancestors because Ken Christensen, my father, was one of 9 children who grew up in Lost Nation, Iowa. And here's Tynan now. He can tell you what happened in Lost Nation, Iowa.
You.
Well, we got there. It's pretty easy to get to Lost Nation from Chicago. But once we were able to get to Lost Nation, Iowa, we took some interesting pictures in the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
We found our family plot. We couldn't find Aunt Jan, though. She was buried there recently. Um, And once we went back to the car, because it was really cold. Do you like my sweater? You see that? Tynan said, because Tynan always checks the weather for me when we leave, right? And what do you remember what you said to me?
I said it's probably t-shirt weather for me.
Yeah. But I made him take a coat.
Mm-hmm.
I made him take the coat that I'm currently wearing because it was so cold and windy in the cemetery that I gave Tynan my hooded sweatshirt to wear. Then, when we got back to the car, we tried to turn on the internet to fire up the GPS. And what happened?
No internet.
There was no internet.
This curse of the world.
Like, at all. We couldn't get it for miles. We drove into Oxford Junction. Is this one mine?
Mm-hmm. No.
We drove into Oxford Junction, and there was still no internet. And then we drove to Mokina, which was in the opposite direction,
Mm-hmm.
and we still couldn't get internet. We didn't have anything. We couldn't look up Yelp to find a hotel. Like, there's nothing. There is nothing in Iowa. There's not a thing. It would be so, it's kind of sad. There wasn't a single soul.
Use Google.
We went to Lost
No
Nation, Iowa.
Google.
We were going to go into the city hall and public
Bad.
library. Yes. The city hall and the public library in Lost Nation, Iowa are one and the same.
Tiny.
But they're only open from 9 to 11 a.m. We weren't there at that time. And there wasn't a single person anywhere there. Lots of dead people.
Yep,
So.
dead people. That's it.
That was it.
Abandoned town.
That was
There's
it.
actually a lot of broken towns.
It was so sad. So finally, we kept on driving, and I reached it, and luckily, because I reached behind me in the car, and I pulled out this.
What is this thing?
There you go. See?
What
Do you
is
see?
this?
I know. It's called, believe it or not, this is a United Travel Road Atlas that I had in the car.
What is this thing?
I know. Totally.
They're not
And we
living
had to
in
look
the
it up.
1900s here.
I know, it was crazy. So then we had to look up that we were on, because we knew that we were on Road 136 in Iowa. But you'll notice, if you look close, which you can't because this is too small, but
Yeah.
Lost Nation and Oxford Junction are not on this map at all, are they? They're not there. They aren't. So it was a little bit exciting, but then we finally we didn't have any internet even in Mokina. We even called AT&T and they said, you know what, there's just no service there. Sorry. But there's nothing wrong with your service. You pay your bills on time. And I said, yes, I know. So we drove to Dubuque, and we're here in lovely ancient Dubuque, Iowa. And we intend to go to the Museum of the Mississippi River tomorrow, and we will let you all know how that panned out. But now we're eating pizza, and after we have stuffed ourselves with pizza, we're then going to, break all the rules and go swimming in the indoor pool here in Dubuque, Iowa, on our lovely spring break adventure.
And then we're gonna love our Wi-Fi.
And we love Wi-Fi. All right. Goodbye from Dubuque, Iowa. It was fun looking at dead people.
Bye. Okay.